Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Latimer Park, this Vanarama National League North game. Kettering Town the Poppies against the Moors, Spennymoor Town. And this should be an absolute cracker with two sides in form. With me this afternoon for the first few moments of the game is John Dunham. Well, John, it's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be a very tough one, yeah. They're a decent side, these. Big, strong, powerful. I think they've got the best number 9 in the league in Glenn Taylor. We've seen what he can do down here before. Tough game, but a totally different game to what they've faced in the FA Cup over the last week.
Indeed so. The Moors' last visit and only visit to Latimer Park was in 2019. They resulted in a 2-0 win. And yes, it was a good side. And they're scoring goals for fun. As you said, Rob Ramshaw and Glenn Taylor scoring 10 goals between them. Taylor's on 6, scored a hat-trick against Farnborough Celtic, the last league game. And, of course, they had that all-important win on a replay, as we did, in the FA Cup against AFC Fylde. Not many teams have beaten them. Well, they haven't until just them.
No, absolutely. So, that gives you an indication of what they're capable of, And I think they start today in 4th place in the league. They're good. But at the same time, so are Kettering. They've had a really good start, Kettering have. And I think, I can't believe that Spennymoor will be silly enough to come down here and expect it to be an easy game, because I don't think it will be.
Yeah, the Moors have won 4 and lost 2. They've beaten Boston, Southport, Hereford and Farnsley. They've lost to Leamington and York City. And of course, next week we will face Leamington in the 3rd qualifying round of the FA Cup. Well, I'll just go through the teams for you if you've not seen it on the screen. We've got Rhys Davies in goal, 2 is Connor Barrett, 3 Alex Brown, 4 Luke Ward, 5 Chris Smith, 6 back in the side Max Dyche, 7 Callum Powell, 16 Claudio Afusu, 9 DeCarry Sheriff, 10 Lamine Sheriff and captain, 11 Harrison Neal. Your subs today for the Poppies are 8 Thomas Unwin, 12 Isaac Stones, 14 Luke O'Neill, 15 Jordan Crawford and 24 Carl Perry. Of course, Luke O'Neill, a signing made late last night, I believe, and is eligible to play today. Luke O'Neill did play 19 times for the Poppies, scoring 2 goals under Marcus Law in 2010. John, do you remember him?
I do remember him, and he was a very good player. He was. So what year was that? It was about 11 years ago.
2010-11, yeah.
Yeah. So. And at the time, he was, a young player looking to go places, and and he did. He's played a lot of football leagues, a lot of games in the football league. Most recently, I think for AFC Wimbledon, and I think he's one of these players that's found himself without a club. So it's a good bit of business. I'm sure someone will correct me, but I'm pretty sure he played for Paul Cox when he was at Mansfield. I think that's the connection. So he
certainly played for Mansfield.
Yeah,
Town.
I think he was part of the team that Paul Cox took up into the Football League, but that will stand to be corrected. But he's good now. He's a good, experienced player, and he's a good player. So only a benefit to Kettering for sure.
And if any of the Kettering fans did come to pre-season against Biggleswade, he featured in that game, and he was training with the side for most of pre-season. So it's not as if he doesn't know the players he's out there with this afternoon. But he's on the subs bench, and we may get to see him a little later in the game. Spennymoor Town line up like this. Number 1 is Dale Eve in goal. 18 Carl Magny. 5 Joe Tate. Captain 6 is James Curtis. 17 Ryle Hall. 21 Scott McLean. 4 Jamie Chandler, 8 Adriano Moak, 14 Brad Abbott, 10 Robert Ramshaw and 9 Glenn Taylor, the strike force to be feared with. Substitutes 13 Harry Flatters, 7 Stephen Thompson, 11 Mark Anderson, 12 Jason Kennedy and 20 Ewan Mulhern. Your referee today is Ben Watt. What? There you are, listening to Poppies TV, audio sponsored by Eldred's Brewery, your local brewery. If you haven't popped into the social club and tried one of their fine ales, then please do so. Gary will be waiting to serve it to you and relieve you of some of that hard-earned money that you want to part with. It's overcast day here at Latimer Park for those listening in away from the country. If you are abroad, you've probably got better weather obviously than we have, and it's nice to have you listening in to us. We do see your names when we're away from home. We haven't got that ability when we do it at home, but if you are listening in from places like Portugal, China, Australia, America, New Zealand, Desborough, all the climatic places, then that's great that you are listening in to us.
It's going to be an interesting game, Cookie, to be honest with you. I'm really interested to see it. I feel like it's a bit like the Fylde game from a couple of weeks ago. really was interested that day just to see how Kettering stacked up against one of the big hitters in the league, and I think we've got another example of that today. I really think that Spennymoor, if you look at their ground and you look at their team and you look at their infrastructure, I think they're built for a promotion challenge. So it's no surprise to see them up there this early. I think a lot of people will probably be a little bit surprised that Kettering have had the start that they've had. But, once again, I'm more interested to see how they get on today and just match up against a team who I think will be there or thereabouts come the end of the season.
On the injury list, though, John, we've still got Reece Sharp, who's walking down. I had a quick word with him before today's game, and he said that he should be okay for next week. Gary Storer is fighting fitness. We should get Connor Johnson back after suspension next week, and also a couple of weeks' time we'll get Connor Kennedy back. So there is a few players to come back into this side.
And fantastic, isn't it? Because all of a sudden, Paul Cox has got a few. By that time he'll have a few selection issues. At the moment, today, for example, I think the team pretty much picks itself. With the players that are available. But like you say, you're only 2 or 3 weeks away from having a really good squad available. It's good, and it's what Paul Cox has wanted. And fair play to him, because we know that he hasn't got a big budget to play with. So he's obviously managed it incredibly well to enable it to happen. He's taken a few gambles on certain players. So far, they've paid off. That's what you have to do when you haven't got a lot of money available. You can't just go out and sign the best players that you know of. So I think he's done a really good job. And like you say, in 2 or 3 weeks, he's going to have some selection headaches. The
burning question is, though, John, it's been on people's minds for a little while, is will Jordan Crawford get some minutes on the pitch?
Listen, I watched Jordan play a lot at Corby. I know what he's capable of. Kettering know what he's capable of, or they wouldn't have signed him. And the thing about Jordan I like is I think his attitude's spot on. I'm sure he's not happy because he's not playing, because every footballer wants to play. But at the end of the day, he's still here. He still wants to. I genuinely think that he wants to stay, try and earn his spot, and his opportunity will come, So, and when it does, it'll be up to him to take it. I think his attitude at the moment is spot on.
Well, there's the views of John Dunham. Thank you, John, for your pre-match. With me now is Gary Foreman. Good afternoon, Gary. Welcome back to the gantry.
Good
in
afternoon.
Summer wear, I see. Got the shorts on.
Yeah, I'm still declaring summer, and why not? But here come the teams out this afternoon.
Yep, Kettering Town coming out obviously in all red, with Rhys Davis in all blue. Spennymoor Town are playing in yellow and blue stripes, yellow shorts and yellow socks. Obviously they're away kit, because they normally play in black and white stripes, don't they? So that will be no colour clashes there. They're lining up in front of us here in the gantry. It's a situation we've not really seen before, because we've normally been on the other side, so we never really see the introductions of the game as close as we have done. But the Kettering players have gone towards a tin hat, where there's about 17 people behind there at the moment, until we find out which side who is kicking from. And everybody is out there.
I think the Kettering fans are gambling that we win the toss, so we will kick to the Morrison's end, where the majority of the fans are sat behind the goal at the moment.
I think this is going to be a good workout for Kettering, because our defence is going to have to really marshal Robert Ramshaw and Glenn Taylor. As I say, they've scored 10 goals between them. Taylor's last league outing, he scored a hat-trick. He scored the penalty against Fylde in the FA Cup. He's on fire, and it's certainly going to give the Poppies problems this afternoon. And Kettering are going to have to take their chances, and when they get that chance, stick it in the net.
Yeah, I look at it, we had Fylde here earlier on in the season, and we knew that was a big game. We had to be on our mettle, and to be fair to the Poppies, they were unlucky, in fact, not to win that game. So we know that Spennymoor will be another similar big task this afternoon, but if the Poppies are at it, and as you say, Paul, they take the chances, and they'll need to defend well, then we can get something out of this game.
Indeed, so we're getting ready for kick-off. It looks like Spennymoor are going to kick towards the tin hat, so it's as you were. So Kettering will be kicking to the Morrison's end. That's right to left. We're about to get underway. It has reached 3 o'clock. Referee just going through his normal duties of counting the players and looking around. Everyone's lined up. They're going to take the knee, which they're all doing, they're all doing it, all taking the knee. Round of applause there from the Poppies faithful and the travelling Spennymoor fans. There's a few of those that have travelled all the long way, and we're off. Ball is put long, and that should go out of play for a goal kick. Traditional, normal, non-league start of a game. Hoof the ball forward, see what happens, and it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, kick for touch. But it's quite a warm day here this afternoon. It's dry. And it was a busy crowd coming through the turnstiles this afternoon, selling lots of Klondike tickets, nearly sold out of the programmes as well. So hoping for more than the 582, I think, which is what we had in the week for the Cup replay.
Davis gets it back on the way towards Kettering Sheriff, who's being pulled around. It goes off for a throw-in. That came off Adrian Moak. And throw-in quickly taken by Barrett on the far side. Barrett pumps it forward towards Sheriff, but it's beaten to it by the Spennymoor defence, and there's a foul there by Barrett, and that'll be the first free kick of the afternoon on the far side, 2/3 of the way inside the Spennymoor's half. Chandler was going to take it, but he's left it at that, and they're wearing squad numbers are Spennymoor. That free kick is headed out by Chris Smith, who's recovered from injury. We've got Max Dyche back in, taking over the responsibilities from Connor Johnson, who's having his suspension. The ball's with Ramshaw, and it goes out for the first corner. Came off Connor Barrett, so Spennymoor with an early chance to put Kettering under pressure. A large number 5, Joe Tate, goes into the penalty area. Arms go up. The Kettering Sheriff cuts out the short corner. There'll be a lot of movement in that penalty area. In it comes towards the near post, and it goes to the number 5. It should be a goal, and almost was. There's a poor punch by Davis. It got to, I think that was Ward.
It was.
And there was a shot there by the number 5, Tate, and somehow it ricocheted off Kettering's shin and went off for a corner. That could have been the first goal, Gary.
Yeah, he was in danger of going through
his legs, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he just managed to do it close enough to squirt the ball out for a corner.
Abbott with this corner low hits Brown on the chest. He gets rid of the ball towards Powell. Powell then is away here. Can he get there before the keeper? The keeper comes out and does well in stopping Powell. Smith slices the ball though, and not what he wanted, and that goes out for a throw-in. If only Powell could have had one more yard probably on that, he would have put the goalkeeper Eve under all sorts of problems. But a throw-in to the Moors. It is with Hall. Hall puts it in. Intercepted by Ward. He finds Neil, plays it out wide for Barrett. He won't get this, I don't think. It should go out for a throw-in, and does. So quite a lively start.
It was good anticipation by Eve. We know about Powell. He can spin on a dime. He's a quick player, and if the keeper hadn't come out, or if he'd started a second or so later, then Powell would have been in there. So you have to say good goalkeeping.
Throw-in taken, headed back, and that's put out by Smith. It goes for another throw on the far side. Who just joined us. It is 0-0 here at Latimer Park. This is throw-in been taken towards Ramshaw, but cleared by Ward towards Afusu. Intercepted by Chandler. And there's a little tussle between him and Barrett, but it will be a throw-in on the far side again to the visitors. The last time that Spennymoor came here, they won 2-0. And were good value, if I remember right, for their money on that day. Kettering went back the season after and won 2-0 away from home, so it's even Stevens in the results. There's only 2 games against Spennymoor. The other 4 have been cancelled through COVID. So I'm quite lucky to get this one underway. A player doing his laces up, sorry. So the referee's allowed that to continue. Throw-in will be taken. It's in front of Paul Cox. So it's just in the halfway line. Pinches a few yards, throws it towards Abbott, and Ramshaw could only put the ball out for a Kettering throw-in. Spennymoor flick the ball on. There's a chance here. Davis comes out. Can Dyche get there first? He does, and there's a foul there. There could be a goal, but no. Cleared by Dash, and there is... well, it looks like a free kick right on the edge of the area the referee has given as the player is rolling around. Davis came out, connected with the player, and the ball spilled out anywhere, and it was cleared by Dyche. Referee then blew the whistle, and it gives the Moors a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area on the far side in a very, very good position indeed. And Davis is going into the book.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward. The ball was bouncing awkwardly. Smith was trying to see whether Davis was coming out for it. Davis did come out for it. He tried to kick it, but the ball had bounced so high that he missed his kick and collided with Ramshaw. And it's right on the edge of the box, so we're quite fortunate it wasn't another foot forward, and they would have a penalty. But even so, it's still a very advantageous position for a free kick, this one.
Referee now pacing out the wall. It's parallel with the penalty spot, so there's a very good chance here of a good strike on target. This is in that position. It's the first real chance here, and Davis needs to be alert. The wall needs to do its job. And referee blows the whistle. This is it. It comes in here hard, comes in low, ricochet, and cleared by Dyche towards Brown. Brown gets it, and it comes off. Referee gives it the wrong way, and so does Brown. They have a little word with the linesman, but it's a Spennymoor throw, and that shouldn't be a Spennymoor throw. Should be a Kettering throw. Hall takes it, trying to find Ramshaw. Ramshaw down there, and it has been given another corner. Early pressure here from Spennymoor. Could have been a goal ahead, but we will see. Corner going to be a long corner. It is Abbott to take this on this right hand side. A lot of movement in that penalty area. Spennymoor come in here. There's a shot here. It comes in, hits the bar, cleared, and cleared for Kettering. Away comes Afusu. Afusu now, he's got Powell with him. He's got to carry Sheriff to the side. He gives it to Sheriff. Poor ball though by Afusu, cut out. And that was a shame, as if he could have got through it to put the goalkeeper under pressure. But Spennymoor hit the bar, and that's a referee again make another appalling decision here as Lamine Sheriff got a very good tackle, and the Spennymoor player went down like a dose of salts, and the referee has given a foul on Adriano Moak. Not impressed with Ben Watt, the referee, so far.
Poor decision for the referee. Clean tackle. They got that one wrong, but Kettering were very fortunate. It was Carl Magnay with the header hitting the Kettering crossbar, and we're on. We've been served notice, I think, here of the attacking intent of the opposition this afternoon.
It's going to be Tate then with this free kick. Plays it out wide. Smith underneath it, wins the header. Tried to find Afusu, it does, he only heads it out of the way, so it's another throw into Spennymoor. Have had the better of the first 9 minutes or so of this first half. It's all been Spennymoor to a certain extent. Away comes Barrett though, puts the ball through, it's cut out. Barrett has the ball again, loops it forward towards Powell. Tate's there along with Eve on the edge of the penalty area, takes it quite comfortably. Eve in a dark green kit, orange boots, long hair tied back, and he delivers the ball towards Smith. Afusu's in there, gets the ball, does well. Being fouled, nothing in by the referee. Afusu turns, running forward. Still Afusu, plays it square to Lamine Sheriff. Sheriff plays out wide to Dyche. Dyche, right-footed, puts the ball in towards to carry Sheriff. He can't get there, but Harrison Nilcannon, the referee, puts his flag up for offside, which is met with disapproval from the Kettering faithful behind there. And another decision goes against the Poppies.
Yeah, that was an offside decision. That was fair enough, I think, that one for Sheriff. But a couple of minor decisions, shall we say, going the way of the Spennymoor rather than the Poppies. So that's always going to get the home faithful up in arms at some point. Eve
puts a long ball in. Dyche wins that, but there is Taylor, and his shot is high and wide of Davis's goal mouth. New balls, please. In it comes. And Davis gets the ball, the new ball, puts it on his 6-yard box, but I don't think this game will end 0-0, Gary, and Spennymoor do look a threat when they're going forward early doors.
It doesn't look like a 0-0. I must admit, Spennymoor playing a similar formation to us, really. 3 at the back and 2 up front.
There's Lamine Sheriff. He just hooks the ball out for a throw-in in the Spennymoor halfway in their half on the far side where we're used to be. We're now opposite. Throw-in hasn't been taken yet. Well, Kettering include Luke O'Neill in their side, a recent signing, played for Kettering before in 2010-11, made 19 appearances, scored 2 goals. As Afusu fouled, referee says no, and Spennymoor will get the ball away, intercepted by Smith. Foul on Afusu, nothing given again. Harrison Neal gets the ball to Barrett. Barrett plays it long. A chance here for the carry. Sheriff's got Powell with him, puts the ball in, and that goes out for a corner, well blocked. And gives Kettering their first opportunity of the half to put the ball into that penalty area and put Dale Eve under pressure. It's going to be Alex Brown who's on corner duty at the moment. Chris Smith going into the area, a lot of movement in there. In it comes Brown. Keeper catches well, goes down in his 6-yard box, and easy take for the keeper, and nothing resulting from that. And listening to Poppy's TV audio with Gary Foreman and myself, Paul Cook, sponsored by Elgood's Brewery. And we're back underway as Eve puts the ball out. Smith underneath it, heads it out wide, but Tate pumps it forward. Dyche underneath it. Dyche heads it towards Powell. He can't get there. Tate does. Dyche wins the header again towards Brown. He finds Neal, and the referee gives a foul to Kettering, much to the delight of my co-commentator here, who's jumping around. A decision at last.
Yes, it was a sort of soft foul, but it was definitely a push.
Blatant. There's no soft about it. It was blatant.
Well, it was blatant. Yeah, it was a soft foul though. Nothing to get too excited about, really. But it is a decision that's gone the Poppy's way.
Dyche with it. Plays it towards Powell. Powell's gone out wide. He'll do well to keep this in, and he can't keep it in. It bounces too high for him, and despite a valiant effort, it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, once it bounces on this surface for a long ball, it's gone.
Yeah, pitch doesn't look too bad. It's a bit patchy in places, but we've had no rain to lush it up a bit, and it's very, very hard in places. But we'll see what these teams can conjure up. Been quite a lively first 13 minutes or so. Eve puts the ball out. Missed by Tate, but Hall gets it. Dyche gets back. Taylor clips it through. Dyche again gets the ball, hooks it towards Lamine Sheriff, who loses the header. Hall. He finds Taylor. Taylor puts the ball through to Ramshaw. Back to Taylor. Good work here from the visitors. Back to Hall. Right-footed. Hall back to Taylor. Intercepted by Dyche. Powell's got there. Does a turn, but loses the ball. A foul on Powell by Tate. And it will be a free kick to the Poppies, just in front of our commentary position. A couple of yards inside their own half. So a chance here. Sheriff playing it out wide towards Barrett. Barrett gets the ball, heads it on. Down by that byline, by the corner flag. So nobody with him. Neal is now there. In comes Afusu. Afusu, byline, comes in, corner. Good work there from Afusu. We saw a few of those runs on Tuesday night. Very effective they were too, and he's continued that. Got a corner.
Yeah, it's been a revelation for me since he's come into that midfield area. He's certainly bolstered the attacking intent in the midfield section.
Brown with the corner on the far side. Right-footed in, swing in, comes out. The punch by the keeper and goes out for... should be another corner, but it's been given as a goal kick. I hope this referee is consistent in the second half, because he's doing nothing for Kettering in this half. It's a blatant corner for Kettering, but there we are. Eve with the ball on the 6-yard box, taking his time with it. Everybody spread out in front of us here. Eve delivers the ball long towards Ramshaw, headed out by Lamine Sheriff to Ofusu. Ofusu is being challenged, and it's deemed a foul by Ofusu again. This referee is rather pedantic at touches on the ball, and Spennymoor want Powell to be booked for kicking the ball away, but Tate ought to concentrate on the game and not personality issues. And it is Tate with it, taken from the wrong place, so he can shut up as far as I'm concerned. But referee allows that to go ahead. Tate then, long ball in. Davis calls for it and collects it easily. A good catch there, and reasonable kick out, but Spennymoor get the ball straight away. This is a ball by Taylor towards Hall, headed by Dyche. Neal flicks it over. Neal again towards Ofusu. Ofusu turns, fouled. And eventually the referee gives a foul, even though Powell had got the advantage. And Powell throws his arms up in despair there. He was away. The referee brings it back.
Should have played on then.
After having a quick word with one of the Spennymoor players for his reaction after that foul. It will be Dyche to take this. It's about 3 metres in the Spennymoor half, right in front of our cameras. Highlights of this game will be available. Dyche puts the ball in towards Barrett on that back post. Barrett heads the ball in, cleared though by Spennymoor. And Neal will do well to get this under control under pressure. He does, he flicks it up. There is Barrett. And Ofusu wins it, trying to find to carry Sheriff. Sheriff does get there and is doing well in that corner flag position. Still Sheriff. And does very well here, and the flag goes up. He was offside in the end, and that was unlucky for Dakari Sheriff. I thought he was going to snuggle through and put the ball through for a tap-in, but no such luck for the men in red.
One or two signs they pull that the Puppies are now on the front foot rather than the back foot, which they were for the first 5 or 10 minutes of this game.
What is interesting is all the huff and puff against Spalding in those two games, and Kettering are back at it as they were against Fylde, Guiseley and Gloucester in recent league matches. It just shows the difference in teams, doesn't it, and abilities. And it's going to be a tight game, this, I think. It's going to be a good game, as it is already at the moment. Ofusu underneath it, can't get there. Sheriff does, plays it out, but it's a poor ball from Sheriff, trapped by Ryan Hall, and he finds Curtis, but then catch an intercept. It's Harrison Neal on the far side. He's got 2 around him. Ricochets off him. Chris Smith pumps it towards Barrett. Barrett flicks it on, but that goes straight to James Curtis. He lumps the ball high. Neal, very scrappy football at the moment from both sides. Both a bit like a chess game, really, as Ward. Well, he just pumps that one into the sky, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. It does, and of course it's a Spennymoor throw-in. You might guess. Not a game for the purists at the moment, but certainly there's been some action and there's been some interesting periods. But it's a bit like an early chess game, as Powell's beaten to it by Curtis. There is Hall mopping up, flicks it through to Taylor, but he can't do much with it. Lamine Sheriff finds Ofusu, then Sheriff again gets the ball, doing well under pressure, flicks it out to Dyche. It was a poor ball, but Dyche does well, turns and flick through, and Ward needs to be aware here and does well, dummying Glenn Taylor and giving Davis a sigh of relief as Chris Smith gives the ball away on the far side. That was poor from Smith, puts Kettering under pressure again, and Ward will mop this up. And Davis doesn't want the ball. Ward in the penalty area. Plays it square to Dyche. He's now in the centre of the park. Kettering's half. Moves forward. A call there from Brown and Powell. But Tate's always going to beat Powell in the air, the size of him. It's lumped forward towards Brown. He won't keep this in, and that will be a throw in on the far-hand side in front of the Burger Bar. Down here on our left-hand side. 0-0 here at Latimer Park. Kettering against Spennymoor Town. Throw in then to be taken quickly. It is by Tate. Brown gets there for Kettering, flicked on towards Dakari Sheriff, who then is adjudged to handle the ball. It more like the ball hit his arm, but it did, and all the appeals worked. Referee saw it, been taken quickly. Out comes Davis, who allows the ball to run to him. No luck there for the carry. Sheriff was in a good position if he had got away with it.
Yeah, I'll give the referee that one the move. It's definitely hit him on the outstretched arm, so law of averages though for the referee. He'll get one right eventually.
An ironic cheers there from the Kettering fans as Dakari Sheriff's shirt was being pulled on the far side, and the linesman put his flag up, and Carl Magny not happy with the linesman. But it will be a free kick to the Poppies on that far side. Alec Brown, first league match for Kettering. He played in both of the cup games against Spalding, but this is his debut at home in the league. And from Kings Lynn, among others, he's going to take this. Everybody on the line of the penalty area. Brown floats it in. Headed it out by Spennymoor quite well, but it hits Harrison Neal, but that goes straight to a Spennymoor player who does quite well. It's Chandler, has to play the ball back though to Abbott. Abbott plays it long. Dyche under pressure, over his head, does well. Chandler again is beaten to it by Harrison Neal, and then Afusu does well. He beats two, does a double shuffle. He's got Powell with him. He's got Dakari Sheriff. Gives the ball to Powell. Powell here on this left-hand side. He's going to go into penalty area now. He comes, puts the ball through to Afusu. Afusu finds. Here's Neal. Tries a shot. It's low and it bobbles, but it goes straight at the keeper, Dale Eve. But a first shot on target for the Poppies.
Yeah, well played, Lamine Sheriff there, breaking down the side here on the nearest touchline. Cross in from Powell, but it was a poor shot in the end, unfortunately, by Neal, straight at the keeper, so he'll save those all day.
Well, there we are, the throw in on the far side. Tommy Miller, the manager of Spennymoor, gives the ball back to the throw-in taker. It's been delivered. Kettering come away with it. Harrison Neal gives it to Barrett, who pumps it forward, but that goes towards Curtis, who then heads the ball out under pressure. Thrown to Kettering in the Spennymoor half on the far side. Powell taking the throw-in. Gets it to Dakari Sheriff, who chests it down. Where the number 9 shirt is Sheriff. He does well here, turns, and unfortunately runs it out of play, and that will be a goal kick. Unlucky there for Sheriff, ran out of pitch.
Yeah, ran out of territory. But as I say, it's another sign that the pendulum has swung a little bit more towards the Poppies in this game. First save of the match as well. That was for Eve in the Spennymoor goal. Davis at the moment is in the book, but he's not been troubled by a shot.
Look at it be 1-0. Look at it be 0-0 though, Gary, with that melee that almost resulted in a goal early doors for Spennymoor. They're playing the ball wide, but Dyche should cut this out. He does, flicks the ball through towards Afusu, beaten to it. It goes through to Moke. He plays it to Abbott. He plays it out wide on the far side. Comes in, cut out by Harrison Neal, and that should go for a throw-in. It does. Scott McLean on that far side there, allowed that to go out. Trying to get the ball back from behind the dugout. Pinches the obligatory 2 or 3 yards, as they all do these days, but McLean with it. Fires it straight to Chris Smith, who then hoofs it out again. So McLean will be able to advance a few yards, told to go back by the referee. So not a lot happening at the moment. 0-0 though still at the moment. And Barrett heads it. He goes out for a corner. I don't think he needed to do that. He puts Kettering under pressure there. Spennymoor have looked dangerous from any set pieces they've had so far this afternoon. And with Ramshaw and Glenn Taylor and Tate, who's quite a giant. And Curtis, of course, is no dwarf, is he? And goes up. It comes in near post. Palmed out by Davis. The carry Sheriff then fouled in the back. And that will be a free kick to Kettering. And I think the Spennymoor player there, I can't see who that is at the moment. Chandler wants to be very careful. He's in the referee's face all the time, moaning about everything, and he's going to find himself, I think, in the book very shortly, because he was definitely at fault for that foul. And it will be a free kick to Rhys Davis, who puts it right down just inside the the D of the penalty area in the centre of the park. If you haven't seen that great save that Davis made against Spalding, it's on our website, Poppers TV website. It's well worth a watch. That's headed out for a Kettering throw on the far side. And is that... I thought that was Neil Griffin moving like lightning, but it couldn't have been. Ball back now with Barrett, and it goes out for a throw-in again for Kettering. Paul Cox gathers the ball, throws it to Barrett. Barrett to Afusu, traps it, does well, turns, beats one, then loses the ball. In comes Neil, and that will go for a corner. Well, that took everyone by surprise. Spennymoor furious this time. The referee has given a corner to Kettering. What can Brown do with this set piece? Goes over the far side to take it. Powell coming for the short one in case he wants that option. He declines. Powell just jogs back into the penalty area. In comes Neil high. There's a foul on the goalkeeper. Elbow allegedly, and results in a free kick.
Classic case of the goalkeeper screaming and getting the free kick there.
Known as the Peter Shilton exclusion zone, isn't it? I always remember Shilton playing for England, and he had this sort of yard or so policy around him where anything near there and he was screaming for a foul.
It works more often than not, though, doesn't it? With keepers,
the only time it didn't work was when we played against Maradona, wasn't it?
They are, exactly, yeah. They are a protected species in many respects.
Eve gets us back underway. Smith underneath it, trying to find a Fusa. He flicks it on, but gets the ball back again, then loses it again. It's out there with Moke on the far side. He plays it along to McLean. McLean back to Moke. Moke puts the ball in, goes by, and then just get a foot in there. Ward, it's a corner to Spennymoor. 27 minutes gone of this first half. It's been quite entertaining, as you'd expect from two of the top teams in the division. Corner on the far side. Hand goes up. In-swinging corner comes in, headed out by Brown towards the Carry Sheriff. He gets there first, plays it to Lamine Sheriff. He then chips it forward, but McLean should get that. He does, puts it towards the 14 Abbott. He gets it to Ramshaw. Ramshaw on the byline does well, but then the ball goes out, and that will be a throw-in to the Poppies. Ramshaw looks quite the player, doesn't he?
Yeah, both him and Taylor, they've built up a bit of a reputation of not only scoring goals but good interplay, and you've seen flashes of that today between them. But I
think Taylor arguably is probably one of the best strikers in this league at the moment.
Yep, he probably well is, to be honest, and he's in action again here.
It's hooked away by Ward towards Afusu. He heads it onto the Carry Sheriff. He's beaten to it. It's found Dyche, who pumps the ball forward for a chase for Powell. There is Tate, heads it back to the goalkeeper, and he takes it in his midriff, trots out, and delivers the ball low trajectory towards Smith, who again splices it, and that should go out. Almost got the ball, Ed. It bounced in front of us, but couldn't get my hands on it, if you're listening. Hall was going to take a quick throw in, told to go back at least 6 or 7 yards. Hall then with this throw in, the number 17. Finds Ramshaw, back to Hall, and then Hall puts the ball out. Taken by Sheriff towards Afusu. He releases Powell. Powell chests it down, he's got Tate, but then his control lets him down, and what could have been a good move for the Poppies, he puts the ball out for a goal kick. Just a bit heavy touch there, unfortunately for Paul Cox's side. Yeah,
it doesn't take much. It all runs away from you on this pitch towards the end. But it's another indication that Kettering just need to control the ball a little bit better, start finding the passes a little bit better, and we can get a good result out of this game, I think.
Play underway. It's Barrett. McLean should gather this. He does. He pumps the ball forward. Ramshaw's underneath it. So is Luke Ward. He gets there. They're going to allow that to go out for a throw-in. They can't because Ward gets his foot there, and then Kettering do well to get the ball out. But Spennymoor get the ball back in again. It pumps in. Cleared by Chris Smith towards the Carry Sheriff. He's beaten to it.
Yep.
And then lumped forward by Hall towards Powell. He won't get there, I don't think. Be headed back to Dale, who gets it just on the goal line there. Powell was bearing down on them. It is like the opening moves of a chess game, really, sorting each other out.
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit. And the Sicilian defence, I think we can say.
If you want to go there.
But flag goes
offside.
up for offside, I believe.
Yep.
Yep, it is. Should be play on, but no. Haven't got an attendance for you yet, but I think it's around the 600 mark again. Smith towards Barrett, but it goes out for a throw-in, and the McLean rolls over. McLean with the throw-in, trying to find Ramshaw. He does. Out wide comes off Smith, but the Spennymoor player gets it back. It goes over everybody there, and Glenn Taylor not happy. He was in the centre there, tall, strong, powerful, and it went over him. Went out for a goal kick. Taylor not happy with thought he could have done better with it, he thinks. I'm just glad that he missed it.
Yeah, he's not had a lot of service so far in this game. But from a Poppy's point of view, I think we'll be quite happy with the way things are, weathered the early storm. Crossbar coming to the Poppy's rescue early doors. Since then, I think it's been a quite even contest.
Yep, it has. And Davis gets us back underway towards Sheriff, who'll be beaten to it. He is. It's flicked over to the far side, but there's Chris Smith. He finds Neil, but Smith gets the ball back from him, pumps it forward. Magny gets the ball on that other side. It is a throw in though. It came off Barrett. And McLean will take this. Sky blue boots, not seen that colour before. I have, because Afusa's got the same colour. So McLean on the far side, throwing in play, headed out by Chris Smith. So it's another throw in right in front of the Moors dugout. Quickly taken. Luke Ward heads it out. Moat gets it, puts it out wide, headed on towards Ramshaw, but Luke Ward has to just boot the ball out for another throw-in. So it's war of attrition at the moment. Intercepted by Smith. Sheriff being fouled, nothing given. Paul Cox is out there, and unlucky Sheriff there didn't know where the ball was when it came off him. Movement here from Taylor. Taylor might try a long-range shot. Comes inside, he will do. Goes outside, he makes good work there, and that is almost side netting. He came inside and outside of Dyche. First real chance that Taylor has had, and he put it wide of Davis, but had some intent there, Gary.
Yeah, that's the first real flash for Taylor. He was turning Max Dyche inside out both ways, and got his shot away, but fortunately for Kettering, it was wide of the goal. But another little warning of what he's capable of.
34 minutes gone in this first half. It remains 0-0. Listen to Poppy's TV audio as to carry. Sheriff gets the ball here and loses it, wins it back, does well, then flicks it on towards Powell, but no look for Kettering as the bouncing ball goes in Spennymoor's favour. A foul there by Dash, and Ramshaw and Dyche battling it out, and a good tackle there from Dyche. Comes off Ramshaw, did very, very well there, Dyche. Shake of hand between Dyche and Ramshaw, both knowing that they had a good tussle there. We're throwing down the corner flag on this right hand side.
It's quite a composed defender, Max Dyche. I wonder where he gets it from.
I'm not sure. But he's going to take the throw in, the youngster. Trying to find Brown, he misses it. It's put in by Hall. There is Taylor. Moak might get a chance here. He plays it out wide. McLean's going down the other side. Decides to come inside here. Taylor misses it. Dyche mops up. Tries to set Powell away. Intercepted. And that should be a Kettering Town throw-in. It is. Hall couldn't keep it in. Brown very quickly was going to take that. He's now slowed it down. And Dyche will come and take this throw-in. Max Dyche in today for the injured suspended Connor Johnson. But he would have been in the side anyway, I think. He's been a class act. A foul there on Brown from that throw-in by Hall. Gives Kettering a chance to get one into that penalty area. Harrison Neal coming over to take this. Neal rolls up his sock. Off the pitch at the moment, looking at everybody is at that back post. Fusu gives him another option nearby, but Fusu runs in now. He'll be full of beans of Fusu after scoring that wonder goal on Tuesday night. It comes in towards that back post there, Smith, and it wasn't a bad ball, but no one get anything on it, and it goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. That was a shame.
Yeah, Curtis at the back there, just using his strength to fend off Smith.
Eve with the ball, places it down in his 6-yard box, right on the edge, behind all the Kettering Town fans there, who are no doubt giving him a few words of advice as he delivers the ball high. Sheriff underneath it, so Chris Smith, but they're both beaten to it. The ball finds Ramshaw. He puts it forward to Moke. Moke now got a chance here. He comes right inside the penalty area. Very close here, and there's a goal. 1-0. Great goal there from Ryan Hall on the 6-yard line, and got a foot to it and gets the ball past Rhys Davis. 1-0 to the Moors.
Well, they've flashed earlier in the game, but that was another good move from Spennymoor, and Moke did very well. I thought the ball was getting away from him, but he put a very good cross in on the byline, and yeah, it was an easy finish really, right in front of the Poppies goal. Davis, no chance.
36 minutes that goal was, and it was a good, well-worked move made by Moke on that far side. Delivered excellently, and he got a foot to it, and not a lot Davis could do with it. So the Poppies find themselves a goal down, as they were against AFC Fylde a few weeks ago. Came back strongly and should have won that game. Let's hope that they can do something similar this afternoon. Plenty of time to go in this game as Powell gets the ball back to Lamine Sheriff. He plays it out wide to Chris Smith. Smith long, but that shouldn't reach Barrett. It doesn't. Cleared by McLean. He pumps the ball forward. Dyche underneath it, being chased down by Ramshaw. Ramshaw gets in front of Dyche. Dyche though does well, and does well again. Well played there, Sean Dyche, Max Dyche. Still Dyche with it. Plays it square towards Harrison Neal. He's in the centre circle. Nobody with him at the moment. Tries to get away Barrett. It's too heavy. Barrett doesn't stand much chance of keeping that one in, and it goes out for a goal kick.
Task for the Poppies now will be to try and work out how to unlock the Spennymoor defence. As apart from a snapshot from Neil at the edge of the box, which was comfortably saved by Eve, so far they haven't been able to do it. So I'm sure that will be on Rammer's and Paul Cox's radar in terms of the half-time talk.
Eve gets us back underway. Lamine Sheriff and Dyche underneath it. Both missed the ball though. Neil doesn't. Gets it back to Ward. He flicks it forward, but Spennymoor mop it up quite easily. They've dealt with all Kettering's approach play quite successfully so far in this game. Maybe a rethink at half-time how Paul Cox is going to try and break this Spennymoor defence down. Ball being pumped forward towards Powell, but he won't get there, and Eve allows that to run out harmlessly for a throw-in, a goal kick, throw-in. Fans begin to make their way for a half-time refreshment. Eve with this goal kick. Delivers the ball. Goes towards Harrison Neal and Barrett. Barrett gets there to carry Sheriff top of his head. Gives the ball away. It'll be a throw in to Spennymoor. Paul Cox not too enamoured by that one. McLean on the halfway line with the throw-in for the visitors. 1-0 ahead after that Ryan goal, and a good goal it was too. Can't deny that. Neil with the ball for Kettering. Very, very tight it goes out, and it's a Kettering ball on the far side. 5 minutes to go before half-time. Ball with to carry Sheriff, who takes a touch, does well. Still Sheriff with it, plays it out to Lamine Sheriff, who's in the centre circle, takes a touch, goes one way, goes the other, under pressure, plays it back to Ward. Ward takes his time, plays it forward, but a poor ball from Ward. That was nothing ball really, just hoofs the ball out, it goes straight out for a goal kick, and that was a shame, disappointment there for Cox's side.
Yeah, it's another indication of where we're going to have to improve the quality in the second half if we're going to get back into this game.
Eve then with this goal kick. Goes towards Ramshaw, but there's Dyche. He misses it. Ramshaw does get the ball. Neil to Moak, finds Ramshaw, who goes out wide. He's got Smith with him. Ramshaw with the ball, finds McLean. McLean comes inside, puts it inside. There's the 14, might try a snapshot, can't. Flicks it through, but intercepted by Harrison Neal. He clears it towards Sheriff, who chests it down. Handball there by Chandler, and cries of book it from some of the book him from some of the fans. But
I think it's the number accumulation he is
going
to get
yeah.
booked.
I did say, didn't I, that Chandler wants to be careful here because of his antics. He's gone into the book.
It was accumulation rather than just that particular offence.
Free kick then just inside the Spennymoor half as we're gearing towards half time. Ward over it. Taylor having a word with the referee. Taylor has left it for Harrison Neal. Bit of movement. Chris Smith and Ward going up. Ward has been very unlucky with a few headers in the past games, just going over the bar. And he's left it now, Neal, for Barrett. And Barrett having to place the ball back in the Kettering half. So 3 different takers of this free kick. Barrett towards Dyche, can't get there, headed out towards Powell. Powell on the edge of the penalty area. Does a little dance, goes one way, goes the other. Here's Powell, puts it in, it's blocked, and somehow it is blocked, but it goes through the legs. And Eve collects the ball low in between his legs. And no damage done there for the visitors.
Very comfortable save.
Yeah, very comfortable save, as Gary said. 2 minutes to go, plus what the added on time by the officials is. It's Kettering Town 0, Spennymoor Town 1. The goal scored in the 36th minute as Harrison Neal tries to get the ball to Powell. It doesn't reach him. It's put back into Kettering's area. Smith heads it again, but intercepted by Tate. He finds Hall. Hall plays it long here for Ramshaw. Ramshaw with a bit of space here as Taylor goes into the centre of the park. It comes in towards Taylor, shoots, and right at Davis. But they worked that well. Again, did the visitors, and a little bit more direction on that shot would have put Davis under pressure. It was the ease of it, though, Gary, that for me, that I'm not too happy with.
It was good link-up play, but fortunately for us, Taylor scuffed his shot somewhat.
Ball back with Brown. He tries to find Powell. Powell gets the ball. He's got 2 with him. Goes out wide, flicks the ball through to Brown. Brown then is fouled. Referee says no. And goes out harmlessly for a goal kick as one of the Spennymoor players once again vents his anger at a Kettering player for going down.
Yeah, I think Brown was looking for that.
So we're almost at that interval time. And there is the board being activated by Dan Willis over there. We'll find out how long the officials have added on to this game as Eve prepares. Don't know if you heard that, but the attendance today is 695. Headed on, Dyche lumps the ball forward towards Sheriff. He wins that, but Powell won't be able to keep this in. That will be a throw-in to Kettering. It came off the arm of the player. And then the quick throw-in was intercepted by Hall. He kicks it out of the ground into the tented area. Will be another throw-in. This could be the last action of this first half. Although the board hasn't gone up. I do see it has a minute on the board, I think, over there. So whatever happens, we're going to have a minute after this throw-in. No Connor Kennedy, of course, to take these long throw-ins anymore due to injury. Brown puts one in towards Dyche, flicked on, kicked in, and Lamine Sharif with a chance, fires one in. It's ricocheted out and blocked, referee in the way. Lamine Sharif does get there, then is fouled. Does well though, Lamine Sharif gets the ball to Powell. Powell's got the overlap of Brown. Powell inside the penalty area, still Powell with it, goes one way, tries in a shot, it comes in a weak shot, and it goes straight at Eve again. Got to weigh up his options. 1 minute to go. I think he should have passed the ball there again.
Yeah, I think there was must have been a better option inside for Powell. That's twice he's tried the same manoeuvre and twice got his shot away through the legs of the defender, but again, very comfortable for Eve in the goal.
Eve delivers the ball out wide, won by Chris Smith. Carrie Strafe won't get there. Neil does, but again it's put out by Carl Magny on the other side. We were throw-in. Quickly taken by Barrett to Afusu, back to Barrett. Barrett to Afusu. Afusu takes a touch, comes and there goes the half-time whistle. Afusu not happy with that. He was in possession of the ball, but that's it. The first 45 minutes are up, and it results in the scoreline being Kettering Town 0, Spennymoor Town 1. That goal scored by Ryan Hall on 36 minutes. A very well-worked goal. And beside that, it's been huff and puff for both sides. And probably Spennymoor just maybe shade it, Gary, I would think, in that first half. A lot of thinking going on now for Paul Cox, who's having a word with the referee. I'm not sure what about, but he's not happy with the official. And the players come walking off for half time. Well, Gary and myself are going to take a 10-minute break. We'll be back with you in the second half to review the next 45 minutes. A very important 45 minutes for the Poppies. We'll see you in 10. Welcome back to the second half here at Latimer Park. If you've just joined us, the score is Kettering Town 0, Spennymoor Town 1. The all-important goal scored in the 36th minute by Ryan Hall in a game that's been, blood and thrust, and I suppose really not a spectacle yet. It was a very well-worked goal by the visitors, who probably shaded it in that first half. I was waiting for Kettering to reappear. They have done, and we're about to soon get underway here. Remember, next week it's back to FA Cup action as Kettering go to their nemesis at Leamington in the FA Cup third qualifying round. The first time we've met that Leamington team in the FA Cup, although we did play against AP Leamington in the early 1980s.
Yes, AP Leamington, remember the name.
Yep. And before then, of course, it was Lockheed Leamington, I believe.
That's before my time, that one.
Most things are, Gary, so... So both teams are out on the pitch, with the officials out there too, waiting for the one or two more of the playing staff to get into their positions. No changes as of yet. Hopefully Paul Cox's team talk has been a good one, and taking them towards a tin hat. Of course, I think that's Kettering's preferred attacking vantage point, attacking to the tin hat in there, where it seems to get quite good results going that way. Let's hope that they can, the fans can do their bit and generate some noise and get Kettering back into this game.
Let's hope so, Paul. Half time on Tuesday night, there was a tactical substitution, which meant a change of formation, but as you say, no substitute today. But I'm sure that Paul Cox would have relayed his ideas in terms of how Kettering can get a little bit more creative, and they're going to have to do that second half.
Well, Amin Sheriff is over the ball for the Poppies, as the referee is checking with his officials the time, waiting for the, and we are off. So Sheriff gets the ball back to Dyche, plays it square to Chris Smith, who's under pressure straight away, and gets the ball to Neil, to Sheriff, flicks it on to Powell. Powell traps it, does well, plays it back to Sheriff, hopefully trying to find a Fuso. It doesn't get there, and headed out by Joe Tate. And that will be a throw into the Poppers on the far side. Dyche thought about taking it quickly, does eventually take it towards Powell. Powell flicks it back. Dyche does well, flicks it again towards Powell. Powell heads it on, but there is Curtis, heads it on. There's a chance here as Chris Smith has been fouled all the way there by Glenn Taylor. It's all over him like a rash, and it is a foul. He has the audacity to say I didn't touch him, but if he wants his shirt, ask him for it after the game. He almost had it off him at that point. So Rhys Davis with the free kick, trying to find to carry Sheriff. It should meet McLean, who lobs it up. Sheriff doing quite well. There's a flick. There's Harrison Neal, plays that towards Brown. Brown might get a chance in here, goes out for a corner, blocked by McLean. Kettering fans behind that goal now are giving it some worth. Alex Brown going to take this first action for Kettering in the second half. Brown plays it in, goalkeeper comes out, punches the ball out. It should go to Harrison Neal. It does. Neal plays it out wide to Powell. Powell takes a touch, gets it back to Neal. Neal puts it in, but headed out by Curtis. He only finds Lamine Sheriff, who struggles with the ball but gets it under control. Plays it back to Barrett. Barrett out wide to Sheriff. Lamine to carry Sheriff to his deputy. And then Smith plays it forward towards Sheriff. Sheriff, can he get there? He can't. And McLean can't keep it in. That will be a throw-in to the Poppies. Barrett will take this. No, you won't. He's left it for Alex Brown. Brown has got the longer throw out the two. So Brown then in the glorious sunshine here at Latimer Park, bends his back in, it comes, long throw in there. Dyche can't get there, it's back with Brown, who heads it out for for a goal kick. That's poor by Brown, actually. Trying to get it back into the penalty area and heads it out for a goal kick. Still 1-0 to Spennymoor Town here at Latimer Park in this Vanarama National League North game. We'll listen to Poppy's TV audio, sponsored by Elgood's Brewery, your local brewers, whose beers can be found in our social club. So why not pop along and taste a few. Eve gets us back underway, won by Taylor, trying to find Moke. And he just hoofed the ball to Davis, who catches it quite easily, tells the players to go forward, rolls it, plays it out here towards Barrett and Sheriff, but won by McLean. Smith challenging Taylor. Smith wins it, headed on here. Now a chance here for Sheriff as a back header. Got a bit of room. He's down by the corner flag. He's got Barrett with him. There is a Fusu. A missed kick by Lamine Sheriff. Neil puts one in, and it's really is a weak shot by Harrison Neil, although it did bobble in front of the goalkeeper. But really need more power and direction on these shots. Everyone so far has been straight at the keeper, straight in the centre of the goal mouth.
Yeah, it was comfortable. It did take a little bit of a bounce before reaching Eve, but yeah, he'll save those all day long.
Offside is Ramshaw on the far side, who's screaming out some form of abuse at his players. Davis has to go and collect the ball as there's no ball boys available anymore. Is that universal, no ball boys, or is it just...
Don't know. Can't be anything to do with COVID now, surely.
I'm not sure, but there isn't any here and hasn't been all season so far. But Davis with this free kick, far side. Low trajectory, almost reaching Sheriff but doesn't. There's a foul there, nothing given but hooked away. The chance here for the visitors, but Ward intervenes. Ward again puts a foot into it. That should spiral out and go for a throw, which it does. On the far side, right on the line, throw into Spennymoor, right in front of Tommy Miller, the manager of the Moors. Throw in to be taken. It is. Headed out by Dyche. Another throw in. Kettering haven't made a substitution, nor have the visitors. Joe Tate with the ball. Throwing comes in. Headed on. Flick on there, and that should go harmlessly through to Davis. It does. He comes out running with the ball in a splendid blue goalkeeping kit. Good kick there from him. He's trying to find the carry Sheriff. He flicks the ball on. There's a Fusu. Can a Fusu get there? He can. Gets the ball back to Barrett. Barrett plays it to Lamine Sheriff. Lamine Sheriff puts one on. It comes off the back of a Spennymoor player. Hit him by Neil. Headed out by Curtis. Well won by Neil again. The ball's found its way to Barrett. Barrett on this right-hand side, going down by the byline. Can he get a ball over? He's got a Fusu with him, who he uses. A Fusu puts the ball in. It goes out for a corner. Comes off the number 14 Abbott. And Kettering get another chance to test out Eve. And hopefully they can penetrate that net and get these scores back on at level terms. Alex Brown with the corner. Outspring towards that back post. Smith is pushed in the back. Nothing given by the referee. Finds Ward. Gets to Powell. Powell, the bit of trickery. In comes Powell. Still Powell with it. Goes one way. Goes to the in. It comes cleared by Chandler. And he allows that to go out for a throw-in, does Powell. A long throw-in coming in. That will be Alex Brown to take that. Do you think that's a penalty on Chris Smith, who has been manhandled?
No.
No? Okay. I'm trying. Throw-in comes in then towards Dyche, but Taylor heads the ball out. It's back with Brown, puts the ball in. It's headed out again by this tall defence. Arrives at Lamine Sheriff, who has to play the ball back to Davis. Davis guts the ball right on the edge of his penalty area, takes it out the D. Being challenged by Ramshaw, but plays it long towards Powell. Powell will not be able to stop this, and it goes harmlessly out for a goal kick.
Well, Puppies have started the second half brighter of the two teams. They're certainly winning the possession battle, but we just need a bit more quality again to if we're going to unlock the well-organised defence for Spennymoor.
Yeah, it needs something like Afusu's shot on Tuesday to break this down, because the balls they're pumping into the penalty area are being dealt with quite easily. Needs a bit of inspiration, I think, to break this scoreline at the moment. The ball there goes towards Taylor. He heads it on. Sorry, it was Ramshaw. Dyche clears the ball to Sheriff. Sheriff pushed in the back. Nothing in by the referee. Lamine Sheriff heads the ball on. And they can't get it into the right position as Abbott and then Chandler get the ball. Chandler plays it back to Curtis. A foul on Chandler. And is limping around to emphasise the fact that he was touched. And now, miraculously, he's fine.
It's a miracle.
Eat his ABC. Tate with this. Sorry, it's Curtis with this free kick. Well won by Smith, but it's pumped back in towards Taylor. Ward's gets rid of the ball, but Barrett's beaten to it. Away goes McLean. He puts it out wide to Ramshaw. Ramshaw being battled by Barrett. Still Ramshaw with it. Still Ramshaw with it. Doing very well to keep it in. Finds McLean. McLean gets the ball on to Chris Smith, and he puts it out for a corner. Good work there, though, by the visitors. And they're very good from set pieces and corners. Kettering will need to be at fully concentrating on this. Curtis is in there making himself a nuisance. Ball comes in, headed out by Neil, but only into McLean, who then snaps the ball to Davis. No, Davis gets it, throws the ball out to carry Sheriff. Into the Spennymoor half. Still with a shirt being pulled there right in front of the referee, allows play on. Neil out to Lamine Sheriff. Lamine Sheriff puts it forward towards Powell. Powell is inside the penalty area here now. What can Powell do? Not a lot. And he's given a goal kick. And some stupid fan has thrown a beer glass or a beer carton onto the pitch in disgust at the decision by the referee. Shouldn't be doing that. And they're not happy with this refereeing performance. Not alone there, to be honest. But Powell having a word with the referee, but it will be a goal kick eventually. In fact, he's given a foul.
Yeah, it was a trailing leg of Powell that just collided, I think, with it might have been Tate, or no, it was Carl Magne, and that was what the free kick was for.
Well, Powell thought he'd won a penalty, but nothing given. It still remains 1-0 to the visitors. A foul by Taylor on Luke Ward, who's gone down. Getting a bit feisty at the moment.
Didn't see much in that
Spennymoor
one,
doing a lot of shirt pulling on Kettering players, which have been noticed by the referee, but he hasn't punished them, allowing the game to flow as much as he can. Free kick to Kettering. Davis in the centre of Kettering's half. Plays it out wide towards Dyche. Afusu's there, but Afusu gets the ball. Does well, Afusu by the corner flag on the far side. Still Afusu. Plays it to himself in the end. But there was a ball in here. There's to carry Sheriff. Puts it in off the line and hits the bar. That should be a corner. That was a definite chance there from an acute angle. Best chance for Kettering, for Sheriff, and the fans are now really rallied up behind that goal mouth.
I think Eve got a hand to that, and I think Magne sort of completed the clearance right on the goal line, but that's the closest the Puppies have got.
And it was a good chance too from acute angle to carry Sheriff, causing problems. In comes the corner, but goalkeeper should get this easily. He does, and no pressure on the goalkeeper whatsoever. He catches that quite easily, and that period of passage of play that Kettering had advantage on there has disappeared into the history books. But that was a definite chance, Gary, I think, to get back on level terms.
Definitely. I say it was the closest that we got to. Sheriff did very well, as you say. It was a very acute angle. But half a glove on it. Just slowed it up enough for Magnay to complete the clearance right on the next to the post, I think.
Kettering have a throw in here on the left-hand side. It's Barrett in his own half, that is. Right in front of the tunnel. Not a lot of movement for him at the moment. Still no movement. He's not sure what to do with the ball. He gets it to Lamine Sheriff. Barrett gets it back. Plays it forward towards Powell. Headed out by Curtis. Neil, though, picks up on the ball. Plays it out wide to the carry Sheriff. Sheriff juggling with the ball. Gets it to Neil. Neil clips it forward to Barrett. Barrett flicks through towards Powell. Powell. And that will be another corner for Kettering as the tall number 6, James Curtis, can only play the ball out. Let's hope we get a better delivery and some pressure on goalkeeper Eve. Short one was considered, but Powell has run back. Neil with the it's Brown with the corner. There's Chris Smith headed out. Foul by Chris Smith apparently. Don't know what for, but the referee has made one up there and given Spennymoor a free kick.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Having said that, Smith wasn't going to win the header anyway. But yeah, Kettering have started to get a little bit of interplay going and started to build a bit of pressure. It's not quite Tuesday night yet, but let's hope it heads that way.
Indeed, as Eve delivers the ball into the Kettering half, trying to find Taylor. Taylor is fouling Dyche, and he can't believe the referee has given it to Dyche. He's given the referee a piece of his mind. It's quickly taken by Lamine Sheriff, but too quick as Curtis gets the ball back. It's towards Neil. He pumps it forward to the carry Sheriff, who then apparently is offside, and the linesman down here getting all sorts of suggestions from the Kettering faithful down there who are open his opinions to linesmanship. But it will be a free kick on the far side. Didn't look offside to me, but then it wouldn't. Getting a nod that it was. But nothing going Kettering's way at the moment. Eve with this free kick, far side, long. Towards Ramshaw. And that goes straight towards Davis. No changes yet from either side in this game. Davis rolls the ball out of the D. Plays it long. Won by Tate. Only finds Chris Smith. He gets the ball to Barrett on this right hand side. He plays it to Powell. Powell, good flick there to Barrett. Can Barrett keep this in? He can. There is Powell. It comes off Powell, and that will be a goal kick. Very unlucky for Kettering once again. And the ball somehow found itself on the corner spot. Powell went to collect the ball and give it back to the goalkeeper. It looks like Isaac Stones over there is warming up on the far side. Eve, a long ball towards Ramshaw. There is Ward. Ramshaw wins that though. It's back. It's now with Taylor. Taylor might try a snapshot. Doesn't. Referee decides that's a foul. Very easy decision by the referee, and Lamine Sheriff not happy. It's a good position for the home side. It's just a few yards in front of the D, or behind the D, and this is a good opportunity for the visitor to extend their lead with the right strike. Taylor knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah, it was soft foul.
Soft
really
foul
was.
indeed.
Soft
and
decision, that one.
Yeah, referee once again being suckered into giving the decision. Right decision, I would say, but many would have let that go. But not this referee. He's pacing out the yardage for in the wall. Taylor is over it. It's a good distance, this, Gary, to strike a ball. Referee blows the whistle. In comes Davis. It comes in low and straight at Davis in the centre of his goal mouth. Easy in the end. He bowls it out to Afusu, who's down this wing now. Afusu still going, and He loses the ball to McLean in the end. Abbott clears it, but he only gets it through to Harrison Neal. Neal puts the ball forward towards DeCarry Sheriff, but a heavy challenge there by Curtis, and that goes out for a corner on the far side. Much to the delight of the Kettering fans. Quickly taken by Powell. He finds DeCarry Sheriff. Powell runs into the penalty area with the ball, plays it in. It's blocked. Back to Chris Smith. He plays it out wide once again to Lamine Sheriff. Powell is overlapping if he's needed. There is Powell. Can he get the ball over? He comes inside and tries to do too much again with the ball. Should have delivered it rather than try to beat the player. Good work there from Moke. Comes away for the visitors. Finds Chandler. Back to Moke. It comes off Barrett. Finds Lamine Sheriff. Sheriff then puts the ball out as it wrong-footed Barrett. That will be a throw-in to Spennymoor. Nobody coming to take this. Oh, there is. There is McLean. And looks like the substitution going to be made by the Poppies in a few moments. They're warming up the board. And but in between time, it's a throw-in eventually if McLean gets on with it. He does. Trying to find Taylor, intercepted by Chris Smith. He plays it long. Put out by Carl Magny. Kettering Town throw-in. Looks like Isaac Stones is going to come on.
Yep, 12's on the board. It's a question of which player is coming off.
So it's Afusu plays it long and too heavy for Barrett. Goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. And that change is imminent, I would say. It is going to be Isaac Stones. He's just putting the shirt on, but in between time it's Eve who's taken a lifetime to get this goal kick underway. Smith underneath it, loses the ball. He finds McLean. McLean to Ramshaw, being marshalled by Ward, who allows that to run out. Good work there by the youngster. Still Kettering Town 0, Spennymoor 1. Goal scored in the first half on 36 minutes by Ryan Hall, his first goal of the season for the Moors. Goal kick to Kettering. Davis takes it. Lamine Sheriff wins the ball, gets it through to Harrison Neal, puts it through to DeCarry Sheriff. It's put out wide. Barrett is with him. Does a bit of a double shuffle, and it'll be a throw-in to the Poppies down by the corner flag. Stones is waiting to come on. Sheriff to Barrett, back to Lamine Sheriff. He puts one in, but that's easy for the goalkeeper. No challenge whatsoever by any Kettering player, and that goes harmlessly into the hands of Eve.
It's Powell who's coming off. He's not had the best of games today. I think that's fair to say, as Kettering do make that substitution. It's not been his game. It's not been his afternoon, has it, Callum?
No, he's toiled away, but too much trickery probably, and I think it's a good decision to give him a rest. And young Isaac Stones coming on. See what his presence can do in that 6-yard box. Gives Kettering a different dimension when he comes on. We have got the betting book out as if Crawford will come on.
Well, you'd have to say that's the next attacking option, really, unless it's Mr. Perry.
Indeed, Stones gets his first touch of the ball and he's manhandled off it. It goes for a throw-in. It came off Joe Tate. Throw-in delayed as Dyche will take this. Dyche gives the ball away. It goes towards Hall, who puts it out for a throw-in. 20 minutes to go about of this second half. Still 1-0 to the visitors as the throw-in comes in from Brown. Flicked on. Lamine Sheriff gets it right outside the penalty area. Has to play the ball back though to Barrett. Barrett pumps it back in. Smith is there, flicks it on. It's fouled in the back. Nothing given by the referee. Gets it to Sheriff. Neal has the ball from Sheriff. He plays it back to Sheriff. Sorry, Neal. In it comes again. There is Afusu. Takes a touch. There's Stones. Stones, can he get there? He can't. It's cleared. Now there's a chance here for the home side. It's Ramshaw against Barrett on the far side. The double coming through. Barrett doing well, putting it out for a throw-in. But Kettering can't get that final touch that would cause danger for Spennymoor. It seems everything goes right until the final phase of football.
Yeah, it's just that little bit of quality needed around and in the box at the moment that's been lacking for Kettering this afternoon. They've certainly applied themselves well in the game, and they've dominated possession in this second half, but nothing to show for it.
The ball with Dakari Sharif is fouled in the back. Nothing given by the referee. It was certainly pushed in the back. The referee, I'm not going to say too much about him, but he's poor. As Barrett gets the ball to Lamine Sharif. Sharif back to Barrett. Barrett takes a touch, plays it to Harrison Neal, takes a turn, does well fending off Moke. He's found Stones. Stones squares it to Dyche, who's under pressure, back to Stones. Stones outside the penalty area, takes a heavy touch though, and away goes Ryan Hall, just clearing it anywhere. There is Luke Ward mopping up under pressure from Glenn Taylor, gets the ball to Harrison Neal, who does a very good turn. Referee was going to give a foul, but allowed play on. He pumps the ball forward, Stones there, and put into orbit by Joe Tate. That goes on to pitch 2 and then pitch 3, I believe. Alex Brown on the far side with a throw, and he finds Afusu. He takes his touch, does some trickery, plays it wide, it comes in off. There's a foul, and Afusu is going to go into the book, I believe, here. I don't know why. It was a 50-50, really. But the Spennymoor player has gone down. The referee has asked for the sports therapist to come on, and the outcome, I believe, is going to be a booking for Afusu. Very harsh.
Yeah, he got the ball, but to be fair, he was off his feet. It was a bit of a dive in, so that's the kind of challenge that you're clamping down on these days. So it doesn't surprise me that, especially this referee, is going to give a yellow card for that one. And Moke has certainly taken a bit of the challenge. So yeah, we'll give him that one.
Well, on Saturday. Next Saturday, a week today, Kettering are in FA Cup action at Leamington. The Emirates FA Cup third qualifying round. And they'll be hoping to put one over the breaks, something they haven't managed to do so far in eight matches against them so far. And hopefully this time the floodlights won't go out.
Well, we shouldn't need the floodlights unless it's a really dark afternoon in Leamington in Warwickshire. But yeah, it will be a tough game. Leamington are going well in the league as well. Dare I say it, they're gone above the Poppies if the results stay the same as that they were at half time.
Spennymoor player is still down, getting some appreciative chants from the Kettering fans behind the way. He's now up.
Just encouraging him to get to his feet.
It's Moke who has got up, giving the referee a bit of a mouthful. It all results in a free kick, which Curtis will ignore and let Eve take. So Eve eventually gets the ball, and Moke is over the other side. They're down to 10 men briefly at the moment. Eve then going to get us back underway. Long ball towards Ramshaw. Comes off Ramshaw, and that should be a Kettering Town throw-in. It is. Dyche takes it halfway in Kettering's half on the far side. Gets it towards Stones. It comes off him, but Spennymoor get the ball back to Taylor. He puts it out wide to Moke, who's made a miraculous recovery. Gets it to the 17. He plays it in. Headed out by Chris Smith. It goes across goal. Moke gets it in. There's a chance here for Ramshaw. Ramshaw puts it to the forward to 14 Abbott. There is Moke on the edge of the penalty area. A bit of pressure here for Kettering. In comes Hall towards the back post. There's Taylor. And easy catch for Rhys Davis, who's not had a lot to do in this game, really. Just picked the ball out the net once and one melee in the first half. And Eve really has only had one at the post to worry him. Foul there by Dyche, and he can't believe it, nor can the fans. There's a simple touch there, and he went down like he'd been shot by a sniper. Very, very poor and soft foul again given by the referee. Well, the cries of cheat from the Kettering fans, and Dyche surely not going into the book for that. But the Spennymoor player is eventually getting to his... oh no, he's rolling over again. Go on, put it on. Oh, it's Ramshaw. But our Ramshaw might have a few words with that Ramshaw, disgracing the name, and a yellow card to Dyche. A terrible decision by the referee. And Ramshaw, like Lazarus, is back up and chomping at the bit. Dyche goes into the book, becoming the third Kettering Town player this afternoon to do that. But I hope we don't have this referee Ben Watt any future, because he's appalling. Free kick then to the Moors. Very fortuitous free kick it will be. And it will be Abbott to take it. Time marching on for the Poppies. Abbott, long ball. That's a poor free kick, and fully deserved to go out for a goal kick. It looks like that Spennymoor are settling for 1-0. And they did that against Fylde in the FA Cup at their place. Tough side to beat. And certainly the protection they get from referees like this, you can probably understand why. As Barrett heads it on towards Sheriff. Sheriff, he's gone by one, goes down, a heavy tackle there, but a fair tackle. The ball's put forward towards Taylor. Taylor being challenged by Ward, who marshals it out for a goal kick. Did very well there, did Ward, who's been very impressive since he came into the side.
He has been very impressive, and Kettering fans, I think, get ready, because I think it's a Jordan Crawford alert.
Well, he's put his top back on actually, but we will see, as headed on by Stones towards Ofusu. Ofusu can't get there. Chandler over his head. It arrives at Neil. He can't control it. Smith can, but he only gives it away to Moke on the far side. He gets away Hall. Hall on the wing, being challenged by Brown, and good challenge by Brown. The Spennymoor player goes down, rolling around as John Wayne had shot him, but nothing given this time because he was off the park. Had he been on the park, he may have tried to get a foul out of it. It's just the moment then that Jordan Crawford comes on. We shall see. The ball put over back post there. There is Taylor on the byline being challenged by Smith. Still Taylor with it. McLean is with him. Still Taylor. Does a double shuffle. Beats Smith. There's Davis. Catches easily and delivers towards Stones. But there is Curtis. Wins that quite easily. Looked like a handball there to me, but nothing given. And the ball arrives back with Davis. Well, I did think that... or is it Perry coming on? We shall have to wait and see as the ball's back in play, and that should be a Kettering throw-in, which it is. Just in front of the halfway line. Chris Smith coming to take this. Smith delivers it, but it goes straight to McLean, who heads it back to Taylor. Taylor chests it down, does well. Gets the ball to Abbott. Abbott, right-footed, puts a good ball through here for Ramshaw. There's a bit of space here. Moke's on the far side. This could be danger for the Poppers. It comes in. Good work there by Ward. It goes for a corner. Ward once again is proven to be an obstacle to get by.
Just taking the sting out of the game, though, Spennymoor.
Indeed, and I think you're a bit presumptuous there of Crawford time.
Well, he took his top off.
And then put it back on again.
Yeah, and then he put it back on again. And
corner comes in, near post, headed out by Lamine Sheriff to carry Sheriff, but he can only head it on to Moke. He plays the ball back into the Spennymoor half. Hall fires one in, and that harmlessly goes towards Davis. He's urging the players to go forward. Ball comes in towards Stones. Stones does well under pressure there from Curtis. He finds Neil. Neil puts the ball out for Brown. He won't keep this in and hasn't been able to. Goal kick. Eve then with the goal kick. Just seeing if Crawford is in fact going to come on. He's not. And there is a board out there though, flashing.
Perry. It looks like it's more likely to be Perry. Yep, getting some instructions from Paul Cox.
So Crawford wait continues.
He was just teasing us earlier, wasn't he?
Teasing him, yeah. Yeah, it is Perry coming on. He's got the shirt in his hand, and that's a physique. Look. So Kyle Perry coming on to bombard the 6-yard box. Should Kettering get it in there? Throw-in to be taken by Spennymoor before that happens. Headed out by Neil towards Afusu. Comes off Chandler. That'll be a throw to Kettering, taken quickly by Brown, trying to find Stones. Stones being held back. And a slice there by Curtis. Goes for a throw-in right down by the corner flag. Is this the time that Perry is going to come on or not?
Should be.
Should be.
It is.
Definitely Carl Perry coming on. And a lot of gesticulations from Paul Cox and John Ramshaw. Is he coming
Somebody
on?
has to go off, though.
Someone's got to come off. We're not sure who it is. Dan's playing around with the looks like the Carry Sheriff, maybe the
it is.
unlucky person. It is. So on comes Mr. Perry, Carl Perry, 4th appearance of the season. And this will be a throw-in on the far side by Alex Brown. Brown comes in here straight away. It's flicked on, it's headed out, only towards Lamine Sheriff. He heads it back, and offside flag goes up. So all that amounts to nothing.
9 or 10, yeah.
10 minutes to go here at Latimer Park. It's still Kettering Town 0, Spennymoor Town 1. That all-important goal scored by Ryan Hall on 36 minutes. And that's the only goal so far, as Afusu is in the centre park, gets it to Lamine Sheriff. Sheriff has got Barrett on the far side. He's trying a long-range shot, and a wasted opportunity there, I think, really. Too far out to trouble Eve. And that goes over the tin hat, and still down by this solitary goal.
Just another example there, though, Paul, of that sort of the lack of quality, that there was nothing really open, so you try your luck from 25 yards out, and that's really what we've had to face this afternoon. We've not really unlocked them. A couple of shots from Neil earlier on, but not really troubling Eve at all. The one chance that the Carry Sheriff had on that near post, that's the closest we've been, but after having a little bit of pressure in the early part of the second half, it's somewhat petered out.
It's Brown on the far side then with the ball, plays it towards Stones. Stones can't get there, it's cut out by Tate. Well worked there by Ramshaw on the far side, having a tussle with Dyche, who's been booked. To be careful, Dyche had been adjusted fouled, and once again the referee plays it in favour of the visitors. I think that was a foul, to be honest, but
yeah, it's another soft one,
a
isn't
little
it?
Soft one again, but it's given.
The referee's made it quite clear this afternoon that he's going to give soft ones all day long.
There'll be a free kick on the far side then. Time running out for the Poppies, as losing this game 1-0 at the moment. Spennymoor do win this. They'll have won both games at Latimer Park, and they'll have ended Kettering's unbeaten record here also. Ball comes in towards Taylor. He gets there. Great goal. All over. 1-0, 2-0. Great goal, and unmarked gets the ball in, goes straight over Davis, gets game, set and match.
Yeah, we said he was the danger man, or one of the two danger men. It was a good looping header, giving Davis no chance, and as you say, that's game over. And Crawford will get a few minutes at the end of the game, but yeah, it's after the Lord Mayor show.
It is, and it was a good goal, and he hasn't done a great deal all day, as Taylor, but you don't need to when you have quality like that. And that goal was a cracker, a very well-directed header, giving Davis no chance, and the Poppies are going to succumb to their first home defeat of the season. So our sponsors, Northants Drainage, have given the Lamine Sheriff as man of the match. As tough
to find one, really.
Yeah, tough to find one, as Gary says. I agree, but there we are. We've got Jordan Crawford. Is he on?
He's not on yet, no.
Well, no, he's not. He's over there with his kit on. A huge ask for him to come on and do anything different, as Stones gets the ball put out by McLean on the far side. And this is it. This is the moment for Jordan Crawford. Not the moment that he'd probably wanted to come on in a game, losing 2-0, but making his Poppies debut, and he's replacing Claudio Afusu. So there we are. Debut for Crawford, given around 6 minutes or so to show if he can do anything in this match, which is effectively all over.
He's got time to score 2 goals, Paul.
Yes, yeah, oh, look at that flying pig, look. Ball comes in, Perry can't get there. Neil can, cleared, and Barrett puts the ball back in. Out comes goalkeeper Eve, easy peasy. Eve then with this this kick, delivers it. There's Taylor. Underneath it is Davis, who has to head the ball. It was going out. Does well, and is fouled in the process by Taylor. Davis urging all the players to go up in the final moments of this game. Maybe try and get a consolation goal. Headed out though by Curtis. Headed on, but Smith over his head gets it towards Stone. Stone's being manhandled. Nothing given by this referee. Oh, and the referee has given it the other way. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, it is a case of playing against 12 men. It certainly is one of those cases today.
Ref's taking a knee.
The ref's taking the knee. Doing his time wasting the referee here, doing his boots up. Well, that was a shocking decision. The elbow was slightly high, I suppose, but Stones has been manhandled all the time. And, well, there we have it. It's going to be a free kick. Curtis with it. Eventually. Curtis plays it out wide to Taylor. He gets it back to Moak, but Hall, Ryan, Moak towards Chanley, heads it on. Out comes Davis in the Latimer Park sunshine. Delivers the ball. Perry and Stones up front there. Perry goes down. There's Stones. Cleared, a bit of a melee here, and the Ryan Hall gets the ball away as Perry was on the floor. Dyche doing well on the far side. Plays it long towards Crawford. Won't get there, and that's a foul this time by Perry. And Perry not happy with that, but it was a foul. The changes haven't produced anything really for So then Kettering are going to lose for the first time at Latimer Park. Their second defeat in the league this season. Spennymoor, decent side, not the best side that I've seen, and certainly they've had a bit of fortune. 2 good goals though, can't deny that, and they'll be a force to be reckoned with if they continue in this manner. Ball comes in towards Taylor, headed on by Smith. Taylor might try a volley, and he did, and it was rather embarrassing actually. High and wide. Doesn't matter, he's done the damage, he got the second goal. You'll see that on the highlights, a well-directed header, giving Davis no chance whatsoever. Davis trying to find Perry. Harrison. And it, well, that's incredible. It came off the Spennymoor player. The linesman haven't got a clue what to do. Throw-in taken towards Barrett, beaten to it. Taylor with the ball, he's got Ramshaw going in front of him, puts the ball forward to Ramshaw. This could be dangerous as Mokes and marked on the far side. Ramshaw's in there, and a poor ball is it. Could be a chance here for Taylor. 3-0. No, he's put it high and hits the hoarding on the Kettering Town stand at the back, and that was a poor effort there from Taylor. A bit more, I suppose, patience. He could have had one on target and probably the third goal, but it was still 2-0 to Spennymoor. Time running out for Kettering. The fans leaving the arena. Ball towards Perry, flicks it on to Crawford. Still Crawford inside the penalty area, goes one way, goes the other. Crawford trying to get a shot in, can't, blocked, gets it over. There's Perry shoots, goal! Well, it was deflected in, but it goes down, I suppose, to Perry. Good work from Crawford. Perry had the shot, deflected in. Surely not.
Well, it's going to be a late show if Kettering get anything out of this one, but they've given themselves a chance, and the board is up. 4 minutes. 4 minutes for a second, Paul.
4 minutes from a second goal, and wouldn't that be something if they could produce something out the woodwork there for that? And Perry came on and made a bit of difference as Dyche. Poor work there though from Chris Smith, who just slices the ball out. He should have controlled that and given Kettering a chance as Spennymoor will try and waste as much time as possible with this ball, as they are doing. McLean ambling over. He's written a thesis of the time he could have taken this throw in, but eventually he gets it in play. Headed on by Barrett. Dyche then. I might get a touch, Ed. And not quite, it just bounces in front of us, but again another poor ball. Just when Kettering need to find a bit of composure, they're giving the ball away too easily. Lamine Sheriff then to Neil, good ball there to Dyche, who squared it. Dyche plays it long. It hooked out there in panic by Joe Tate, didn't need to do that, but that will give the fans behind that goal mouth a bit of encouragement. Can they get and snatch an equaliser? It is Brown with the ball with this throw-in. It'll be a longish throw from him. Everybody's eyes are on this penalty area. In it comes here. Perry underneath, flicks it on there to Stones, can't get there. And Lamine Sheriff flicks it to Brown on the far side. Brown puts one in. There is Perry, there's Crawford. And it comes off Crawford's foot, and he couldn't control it. Any touch from Crawford, and that could have trickled by Eve, but it didn't. Cries of get on with it from the fans below us in the House of Lords, we call this, underneath us. So Eve gets the ball out. It comes off Dyche. Neal and Smith. Smith clears it towards Perry. Perry and Stones. Stones pushed in the back. Nothing given by the referee. Ball is back with Ward. Ward gets it to Dyche. Dyche pumps it forward, but it's going to be a ball that goes out. I don't think Stones can get there. He can't. Goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. Another referee in error. And referee having a word with Eve here. I'd book him for time wasting. And the fans behind there not happy at all with this goalkeeper. And I'm sure that's what we'd be doing if we were in this position. So it's swings and roundabouts. Eve gets the ball away. Dyche underneath this, he can't get there. Taylor can. Does well, Taylor gets the ball to Moke. Nobody with him though. He'll just play it into the corner flag and waste as much time as possible, which he's going to do. He comes in. And that is a corner. Just at the wrong end at the wrong time.
Yeah, and that's going to be enough, I think, to Spennymoor to see it out. As you said, Paul, they are a decent side. They've got some quality up front, and they're very resolute really at the back. So that's two qualities that you need to make yourself a name in the Vanarama North.
Well, Kettering get the ball out. It goes towards Stones, but and then Perry is fouled and nothing given by the referee. He gets up, looks at his watch, the referee. It'll be a throw into Kettering. Referee has another look at his watch and a third look. And there goes the whistle. It's all over. Kettering lose the game 2-1. So that's it. It's all over. Kettering loses game 2-1. Very hard game indeed. Kettering thought they got a lifeline back when Perry got a goal back, but it wasn't to be. And the first home defeat of the season for the Poppies. Tommy Miller delighted with his side out there at the moment. And Paul Cox going straight over to you-know-who. And he's not happy at all. He's not saying a great deal, I don't think. No, he's not. He's walking off, but an appalling match by the referee, Gary. I know we shouldn't mention them too much. The referees do get away with murder, I think, at football matches, and they should be highlighted. And there we are. But a good win for Spennymoor. Their run continues. They're going to be a top side in this division.
Yeah, they are. They're a very useful unit, and they work hard. And you can see actually what it means to them. They're really happy to have come here this afternoon and to get a win at Latimer Park, as you say, the first time in the league that Poppies have been defeated. So we'll take it on the chin. We've got diversions next weekend in the FA Cup before we return at home against Chester.
Well, that's it then from Gary and me. Kettering Poppies TV audio will be at Leamington next week, covering the game at Leamington. But from here at Latimer Park, we leave you with this sad news that it is Kettering Town 1, Spennymoor Town 2. Good night.